What's up guys, Jimmy here with another Lots of Games video. So when the original Xbox was released, it did have some hits and it had some really cool exclusives. But when comparing it with the PlayStation 2 in terms of sales, of course the PS2 sold so much better. And so when the Xbox division, or when Microsoft was going to follow up with the Xbox 360, they're like, you know what, we had some great exclusives, some great experience on the original Xbox, but for us to truly be relevant and really compete with the PS3, because the PS3, a lot of people are looking forward to, what do we need to do? There were in fact a decent amount of games on the Xbox 360 that only stayed on that console. Some of them were amazing, some of them were okay, some of them were kind of strange. And that's actually what I wanted to share with you today. One of those strange titles, in my opinion, now the Xbox 360 had only been out around a year or so. The game I'm talking about with you today, you can see it in the title. This is in fact Bullet Witch, was an Xbox 360 exclusive, and it was developed by a team in Japan, and this in fact is a third-person shooter. Now for around close to 11-12 years, Bullet Witch has remained an Xbox 360 exclusive, and in fact in my Xbox 360 library that I had, Bullet Witch is a game that actually I had. And of course, I'm a huge fan. People are saying, oh, well, what is this, like Bayonetta? You know, you're a witch, you're shooting stuff, shooting kind of monsters and creatures. Well, not exactly. It is, in fact, you know, Bullet Witch is a third-person shooter. And you do control a witch like you control a witch in Bayonetta. But there's a lot of huge differences. The action certainly isn't as smooth or fast and furious. And of course, also in comparison with Bayonetta, you can call down like monsters or kind of do these unique spells. You do that also in Bullet Witch. You can cast down like lightning or fire from the sky to kind of take out your enemies. Bullet Witch on 360 is actually one that I played from start to finish. And it's funny because I'll never forget, I was really having a lot of fun with the game. Granted, it's not the most polished game in the world, and it definitely has its issue. And the voice acting is actually quite funny at times.
I'm in charge of these troops. I'm Maxwell Cougar. We don't see many soldiers dressed like you up here. Anyway, look, I know you're the one with the demonic. It's nice to meet you. Not very friendly, are you? Well, this place is a real disaster area. We're evacuating citizens to the airport. However, with all these monsters, I'm not sure we can make it.
Well, I've got some business to take care of, so if you'll excuse me.
You finally open your mouth and that's all you have to say? You're a tough lady, but I can't let you kill yourself. I'm assigning some guards to watch you. Jones! Nash! So, what's your name anyway?
Alicia.
The acting or the scenes are totally over the top, and you're fighting off the supernatural. The game takes place where, you know, pretty much the world has been destroyed by national disasters and pandemics and viruses and wars, and you are fighting against evil. And in fact, now Bullet Witch is no longer an Xbox 360 exclusive. It is in fact available on Steam. It is now also on the PC. Now, again, granted, this is not the most polished game in the world. If you're comparing this to Bayonetta, in my humble opinion, I've played both games from start to finish. Bayonetta is way better, but that's not to say that there's some really interesting things that happen in Bullet Witch, and it definitely has its charm. It is a very quirky and strange, weird game, but honestly, I don't have any regrets from playing it from start to finish. And to be quite honest with you guys, full disclosure, Bullet Witch is one of those games, you know, when it was released on the 360, it got hammered pretty hard by reviewers. It got, you know, 5 out of 10s or 6 out of 10s. And, you know, there's a lot of games out there like that where it's kind of a weird game or reviewers aren't that hot on it. But that's not to say that you might not enjoy it. It's available now on Steam. You can check it out. I think it's around $13, $15. It's pretty awesome that it's now available on Steam. It's a game that I enjoyed a lot on the 360. And again, it is a interesting, unique experience. There's some really crazy, massive boss battles, really grotesque monsters and creatures that you'll come into battle with. And yeah, definitely worth checking out. Definitely check out some of the other gameplay or reviews on YouTube if you guys are interested in learning more about this game. I want to share with you guys this information because I thought it was kind of interesting that this game is now, you know, after around 12 years, you know, over a decade, this game has remained a Xbox 360 exclusive. Now it's available on PC. But anyway, guys, any other games that are exclusive maybe on the 360 or PS3 that have remained exclusives, what of those games would you like to see on the PC or released on the PS4 or Xbox One? Let me know in the comment section below. But as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you later.